What if the thing you are working this hard for isn't actually the thing you want? Today, I'm taking you back to a season where I was striving like crazy, chasing every license, every certification, every box that had to be checked, and not once did I stop to ask the one question that could have changed everything. By the end of this episode, you'll know that question, and you'll understand the difference between just doing more and actually growing. You do not want to miss this one. If you're burnt out but can't stop and feel like you've lost yourself somewhere along the way, and you want simple steps to reclaim your identity, set purposeful boundaries, and finally lead a life that fits, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Raquel Ida, corporate woman, mom of faith, and your guide to life after burnout. I discovered the secret to finding yourself again and building a life aligned with your values and season of life. If you're ready to overcome burnout, set healthy boundaries, and rebuild a life aligned with your values, grab your coffee and let's dive in. Okay, I have to ask you something, and I want you to actually sit with it for a second, not just breeze past it. When was the last time you stopped? Really stopped, long enough to ask yourself what you're even striving for? Not the next deadline, not what's on the to-do list, what you're actually building all of this towards. Because if you're anything like I was, that question itself is uncomfortable. You keep climbing, you keep producing, you keep being excellent, and somewhere underneath it, you're not totally sure what it's all for. You just keep going because doing more and being better feels like the right thing to do. Today, we're going to sit in that. So stay with me. Before we dive in, I have to share something because I'm honestly still pinching myself because God has been so good to me in this season. And I have to stop and read a review to you that can be viewed on Apple Podcasts. And I want to personally thank all of you for listening to the show. This review is from CDP216, and the title of it is Insightful, Grounded, and Truly Helpful. This Apple user said, "This podcast is such a breath of clarity. The way she explains why boundaries fall apart and how people-pleasing quietly takes over your life is eye-opening. Her breakdown of core values and the connections to Romans 12:2 is simple but powerful. It's rare to find something that feels both practical and compassionate at the same time." Reviews like that are a big part of why this show just hit top 5% of podcasts globally. I honestly don't have full words for it. I just keep thinking about every woman on the other side of these episodes, listening in her car or late at night. I'm so grateful you guys are one of them. So thank you for being here. A top 5% of podcasts globally just seems so unreal to me. And I do want to ask you something. As this show grows, I don't want to lose the thing that started it, which in my mind was you. So right now I'm looking for 3 women, just 3, who feel exactly what we're talking about today. I'd love to hop on a free 15-minute call, hear your story, and ask you a few real questions so I can understand how to actually serve you better. I'm not selling you anything. I just want to listen and learn from you. And it can be quick. On your commute, maybe on your daily walk outside with this nice weather we're having, or wherever you find a pocket of your in-between time. I just love to hear what your world really looks like. And if that's you, email me at settingboundariesincorporate@gmail.com. 3 spots. I would generally love for one of them to be with you. So let me take you back. There was a season where I was working in compliance. Our company was trying to become a certified third-party logistics provider, also known as a 3PL, so we could keep taking on new customers and shipping CPAP supplies all over the country. And to do that legally, we needed to have license and certifications in nearly all 50 states. So honestly, that became my entire world. Every single day, head down, chasing the next state approval, the next certification, and basically just checking the next box. And if I'm going to be honest with you in a way I wasn't honest with myself back then, I did not enjoy it at all. But I never said that out loud. I never even let myself think it because I had a motto. I actually had a tank top with on it, and it came from a gym I used to go to all the time called Next Level Extreme Fitness. And it basically says, do more, be better. And I loved that saying. I lived by it. Do more, be better. So I just dove in, striving and striving to keep us in business, and never once stopping long enough to ask the simple question, why am I even doing this? And is this what I actually want to do? I was filling a hole in the company, and it literally wasn't a passion of mine at all. Here's the part that gets me when I look back. Underneath all that striving, there was a real answer in me the whole time. What I actually wanted was to serve people, to build teams, to work alongside people and help them become the best version of themselves inside and outside of work. That was in me, and I didn't even know it because I never paused long enough to hear it. I really wish I had stopped and asked myself that question sooner. But I didn't. I just kept doing more and being better at something that was never the thing I even wanted. So here's the one thing I want you to take away from my story today. And I promise you there's just one. Doing more and being better is not the same as growing. It can feel like growth. It actually looks like growth from the outside. The promotions, the wins, the full calendar. But hear me. Motion is not the same as direction. You can run yourself ragged being excellent at the wrong thing. You can climb an entire ladder and reach the top, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall the whole time. And the cruelest part of this trap is you can't see what you're striving for because you never stop long enough to look. The striving itself is what keeps you blind to it. The striving itself is what keeps you blind to it. So real growth, the kind that actually changes your life, doesn't start with doing more. It starts with a pause. It starts with you stopping long enough to ask, what does my heart, my soul, and my mind actually need in this season? Not the season you set those goals in, ladies. Not the version of you from 5 years ago. Right now. And here's where God confirms it. Psalms 46:10 says, be still and know that I am God. Not do more and know. Not achieve more and know. Be still. The clarity you are striving so hard to reach cannot be reached by striving harder. It's found in the stillness you keep skipping. And here's the grace in my story. The part I didn't see coming. When I finally landed in a director level role, I got to do the exact thing my heart had wanted all along. Invest in people, build a team, help them become their very best versions of themselves. And the wild thing, the grind, I didn't even enjoy what carried me there. Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." God was establishing my steps, even when I couldn't see where they led. So here's what I want you to do before you check one more box this week. I want you to stop and be still. And ask yourself honestly, what am I always striving for? And if you don't know, hear me on this. It's not a failure. That's just an invitation for you. That's exactly where real growth begins, and I want to talk to you. Email me at settingboundariesincorporate@gmail.com and let's talk through this. Right now, I'm looking for 3 women who feel exactly what we're talking about on this podcast. So that this story resonates with you today, I want to sit down with you and ask you some real life questions so that I can understand how to actually help you. Not sell you anything, just listen and learn from you. Totally free. If that's you, email me at settingboundariesincorporate@gmail.com. 3 spots. I would love for one of them to be you. Hey, High Achiever. I hope today's episode gives you something real. Would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who's burnt out and ready for what's next? Also, please leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It lights me up to know this is helping you. I'll meet you back here in the next episode. Until then, be the light.